Right, hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Station Feature, and today I am at Weston-super-Mare, located on the western loop of the Great Western Main Line. Now today I haven't actually got a local to do Weston-super-Mare today. I know it sounds a bit strange, but what I'm going to do is, as an alternative for that, I'm going to do what we call a sort of an interview from a neutral perspective. So someone who isn't a local, but someone who might be able to maybe give us a bit of an insight. Jack's very good at this sort of stuff. He knows, he does a lot of research into the railways, so he's someone who I thought would be perfect.
I don't know
to do
like
this
every service, but
no,
I know
but
like the overall.
We don't need to know every service, but just a rough idea.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Okay, so Jack's last interview was Plymouth, which was ages ago, where he said that Plymouth was not architecturally pleasing. So let's start then. Your overall opinion of the station, what do you think?
Well, it's the first time I've ever been here, and it's incredibly terrible. The toilet facilities are awful. The sink doesn't work.
So that's what makes it bad.
But I mean, it's a pretty building.
Yeah, it's a good building. Okay, so so facility-wise, what does the station have for facilities?
There's a shop, a terrible toilet, some seats, a footbridge, and 2 platforms.
Yeah, so it's quite useful. I'm led to believe that platform over there doesn't get used as much as this one does. Because this one doesn't get used. That platform 1 hardly ever gets used for things. Always, it just acts like a one-platform station all the time. I've noticed. It's quite strange. So what can you tell me about the services here?
Usual service is 3 trains an hour, 1 stopping to Bristol Parkway, 1 going down to Taunton that in the other direction goes kind of semi-fast around to Bristol and then Cardiff Central.
Okay, let's stop there for just a second. Right, pause it. Okay, so sorry about that. We were literally filming and a turbo came in, and then a HST came in on a diver. You've seen all this already, but a HST did come in on a diver, which is why we were delayed, and then another service to Cardiff came in. I'm here with Jack, and we have obviously already spoken about what he thinks of the station in terms of facilities. He says the toilets are bad, isn't that right?
Awful!
Yes, there you go, because he couldn't wash his hands. But do you know the area of Weston well? Do you know the area at all? Weston-super-Mare, or not really?
All I've heard is it's a bit rough. That's it.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, this is obviously Jack's obviously from Hampshire. Is it Hampshire or?
Yes,
Hampshire.
near Havant. Havant's my local station
Havant
from when I was a child.
Yeah. So the only reason Jack's doing this is because it's from a neutral perspective. Because we haven't got an interviewer for this one. We're going to do it as a neutral. So as services stand, we were obviously talking about it. So let's start that again. So what do you think of the services? Well, what services do serve here?
There's 3 trains per hour on the kind of normal hourly timetable. 1 to Taunton that in the other direction runs semi-fast to Bristol and then on to Cardiff, and then 1 that starts here that goes stopping to Bristol Parkway.
Yeah, today it's only Temple Meads, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's also 5 a day going to London Paddington, and then a few cross-country trains stop here.
Yeah.
At peak times.
And the bit about this station is on a map. You look at the station. What's unique about this one if you look at a map of the railway?
It has an avoiding loop,
which
almost all cross-country trains use.
Yeah, so most cross-country trains will avoid this turning, won't they? And then they'll just go straight and avoid, and go straight to Wirral, won't they?
Yeah, it's all straight to Bristol.
Yeah, I mean, they'll pass through Wirral after High Bridge, if that makes sense. Yeah, and the annoying thing about this is the entire bit out of the station is single track, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a single track either way.
Yeah, which is kind of inconvenient if the train's delayed as well, because it can cause a bad impact. By the way, does anyone play train sim here?
Yeah.
Weston-super-Mare is terrible on Western main lines. Literally, you can't book a train without it causing a problem. It's really bad. Don't know if Liam knows that. Western is terrible for train simulator, it really is. Needs improving. And we'll talk about this station here, because we did the same with Charlie with Torquay. But there's a station just a couple of minutes up the line, isn't there?
Western Milton.
Yeah, it's more of a suburban station, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just kind of like a platform by a road.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. So, in terms of, you said there's some to London Paddington, some also start here, don't they?
Yeah, some trains to London Paddington start here. Some go around the long way via Bristol and then go down to the West Country to Paynton and Plymouth.
Yeah, and it's for you to go to Taunton only, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously today's diverts, so we've got HSTs calling here. But what I've seen, I'll tell you this from my experience. This is a funny story about Weston-super-Mare. I went up to Shrewsbury. This was the second time I visited there. And if anyone saw on my Facebook, I actually videoed my cross-country Voyager. There was a signal problem between Highbridge and Wirral, so it came around and past Weston-super-Mare and past Weston Milton whilst the turbo was parked in here. It went through platform 1. It was really, really cool, because I was like, what the hell is going on? As soon as it went off the single track, the train telephone went off. It was like, doo-doo, doo-doo. And I was like, what's going on? I thought we were going to crash. And then all of a sudden, oh, hello, we're just passing Weston. So I went and asked the guy. The guy said there was a signal problem. So he said, we've gone right this way. And I was like, oh.
You answered the telephone?
No. I asked the guy why we went via Weston. And he told me that it was because there was a signal problem near Wirral. Anyway, so let's go on to traction. What sort of trains serve here, traction-wise?
Mostly turbos, and sometimes you'll get 150s.
Yeah, and some 158s, possibly.
I think have now started coming down here.
158s do serve Taunton and Weston.
Oh yeah, 158s. Yeah, they do Cardiff to Taunton sometimes.
And there's some extensions, aren't there?
Yes, sometimes the Cardiff to Taunton goes to Exeter or Paynton. This morning we were on one that came from St James Park, and so it's once a day they go to Penzance.
Yep, and what's happening in May that's so interesting about that one is going to Gunners Lake.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Cardiff Central to Gunners Lake is happening in May.
Why?
End of May 22nd.
Well, is that going to be once a day?
Yeah, but instead of Cardiff Penzance.
That's such a retarded service.
I know, excuse his language there. But yes. In other words, he means it. He shouldn't say that, but he means it in ridiculous.
It's a stupid service.
Yes. Right. So let's talk about what your opinion of the services here are. What do you think of the services?
It's definitely not enough. All the trains that I've seen coming in here so far, I mean, a couple have been kind of empty, but all of them have generally been pretty packed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have been getting on and off them each they come in.
With Bank Holiday weekend as well, it's been.
Yeah, and the fact that it's so nice and there's a beach here.
Yeah.
I definitely do think it needs to have a higher service, because this town has like a population of like 70,000 or something.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 trains an hour to Bristol.
Yeah.
And that's kind of Bristol's got 500,000 people. I definitely do think we need a lot more trains.
What you said at Highbridge, there are some things you would introduce to this station. What would you introduce to Weston?
I would have, you know, they're reopening the Portishead line where they're supposed to be. I would have that line and then have a kind of a new line going onwards to Clevedon and then joining back here to Yatton, so that we could have 2 trains an hour going from here, starting here, going around Clevedon and Portishead and then on to Bristol Parkway and then Yate. Then I would also have 2 trains an hour stopping along the main section, the main line onto Bristol, and then have them go on to the Southern Beach line.
Wow.
So it could be like a proper kind of Bristol area metro service.
Yeah. There's some services as well. I think 1 or 2 start here and go to Avonmouth or Severn Beach.
Yeah, I think there's about 1 a day.
Yeah, and one comes from Exeter, I know that, on a Sunday as well. Okay, so
and also along with that, the Taunton to Cardiff I would have starting at either Exeter or Paynton, somewhere down there each hour.
Yeah.
And also I'd have an hourly London service.
I agree with that. Weston needs that. And speaking of platforms, we'll talk about platforms. Platform 1 isn't used much.
No, most trains go and use platform 2.
Yeah, but there's one behind us.
An unused platform. I would definitely bring that back to life, and also in the coach park there I would build a 4th platform, and the whole kind of loop around here I would have double track the whole way.
Yes, I agree with that. It would take a lot of work though.
I would also like to see electrification come down to here.
Yeah. See, this is why this would be good for him for the interview. A neutral perspective, a proper neutral perspective, it's good.
Although my plans are expensive.
Let's look at it from a not toilet sort of way. But what do you think of the facilities?
Toilet?
They're okay, apart from the toilet.
Yeah, but in terms of, you know, it's got a ticket office, it's staffed, it's got a restaurant, it's got a cafe.
Yeah.
You know.
It's got a good amount of services.
But I don't think it has good disability access, does it?
No.
No, there's no
Ryan
lift
said that,
to get over to platform 1.
Yes, it's not great.
And also you can't enter the station straight onto platform 1.
No, you have to go across the footbridge. It's a bit like painting, really. Well, you can't. Painting you can enter on platform 1.
Yeah, you can enter on both platforms.
Yeah, ignore me. But it's not good for disability access at all. None of these stations seem to be very good for it. So let's look at it from a train spotter's perspective. Would you say the station, would you recommend it for a spotter?
Not really. There's not a lot of trains coming through.
Yeah. But would you recommend it if you maybe mixed it in with a few stations?
Oh yeah, if you're doing kind of like all the trains between Taunton and Bristol, yeah, I would definitely do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think today's been a very lucky exception, really, because we've kind of lucked out.
Yeah, because we've got
today.
loads of diverts.
Yeah, we've had an unexpected divert, plus we're due a cross-country Voyager later, so we're kind of we've lucked out a little bit, I think, which is very good for Weston-super-Mare because it's usually quite poor. But I chose it today because I knew there was a HST calling here. Else I would have done it a different day. In terms of this line as a whole between Bristol and Taunton, let's look at it from that. Would you say that maybe, in a sense, all the stations could do with an upgrade? Or would you think that some are better than others?
I definitely think, well, out of the 3 we've seen today, none of them have lifts. And I think Bridgewater's quite a big town, so I think that could have a much better service. That only has about 1 train an hour in each direction.
Yeah.
And I think that could also do with lifts as well as here.
Yeah. High Bridge is obviously near Burnham-on-Sea, which is a very popular tourist place for Haven. There's Haven's there, and also Breen, the theme park as well. So that's from me, because I know High Bridge is quite well served for Burnham-on-Sea.
Yeah.
But then you've got Nyatton. Nyatton's for Clevedon.
Yeah, that's also why I would want to reopen the line round to Clevedon, so it would also stop people getting in their cars, because I know Bristol has like the worst congestion. I think it's like one of the worst congestions of any city in the UK. And so if like we can get more people getting on the trains to around surrounding suburbs, it would lower the amount of cars getting in.
Yeah. Okay, so as a whole, do you like the station?
Not really.
Oh, there we go. Fair enough. That's your opinion. We have, I respect that. Okay, and I like the fact that the station is actually one of the rare ones with a name that's hyphenated as well. Weston-super-Mare. The town's hyphenated, obviously. It's quite interesting, really. All right, brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Jack. From a neutral perspective, that's a really strong opinion on Weston-super-Mare, actually, on the station.
This is my first time being here. I've been here for about an hour.
Yes, and you've already developed a very strong opinion on it. Well, thank you very much, anyway.
That's okay.
Right. So this is Weston-super-Mare's big, expansive footbridge. It sort of ranges from one end of the station to the other. It's very, very big. The outside of it, again, there's a view out there. And then if you turn around, and you've got a view down here as well. And it's not the greatest of views, I'll give you that. I mean, if you walk maybe a few windows down, but the roof kind of blocks it a little bit. The canopy does block it a little bit. The footbridge is relatively big. It's got a lot to it. It's very spacious, unlike some footbridges I've seen. It is pretty good. It is a nice little footbridge, but it ranges all the way down. So it's a relatively good footbridge. And if you go down to the other end, you'll see it takes you over to platform 1. And on the other side, it takes you over to platform 2. I'm just going to platform 1 now. I'm not actually going over there, but that's it down there. It just leads you down. It's really good. Lovely little footbridge. Big footbridge even. It's not even little, it's big. Anyway, on to the next bit, which is the onward travel information in the entrance. Okay, so this is the entrance to Weston-super-Mare. The building itself is relatively stretched out. You can see it all the way from one end to the other with the sign right in the middle. The SBR station sign is hidden away somewhere. I don't even think they have one. I think oh no, it's over there. Look, there it is. There it is, all the way down there, Weston-super-Mare. Don't know if you can see it too well. There it is, look. Hidden away in the car park. So this is the entrance. It's got a big car park, big roundabout around it. There's a Tesco just down the road, and yeah, there's good facilities around. Lovely town on a sunny day, I bet, and especially by the beach. Okay, so the onward travel information was located, again, in a very awkward place. It was located literally just opposite the actual ticket office, so I just didn't want to be confronted. So I just took a picture of it, as you've just seen just before it, and I just described it to you. So the rail replacement buses depart on a roundabout just outside of the station. I believe some of them also go outside platform 1 where the coach park was. Most of them will probably go from there, but you have to get across to platform 1 to do it. Generally though, you can get to Taunton, you can get to Wirral, you can get to Milton, which is the suburban area of Weston. You can get to Portishead, and you can also get to a few local areas, Weston-super-Mare's town centre and pier. You can get to Bath Hospital from here as well, and I believe Bristol Airport you can get to from here as well. So it is very well served. Bristol obviously you can get into, and you can't get to Taunton from here by bus though, and you can't get to Highbridge, Burnham-on-Sea. You can get to Burnham-on-Sea, but you can't get to Highbridge, and you can't get to Bridgewater, but you can get to the others. So overall, that is the station, Weston-super-Mare, for Station Feature. So thank you for watching the episode from Station Feature. If you have liked what you've seen in, then please do like and subscribe, and please do leave any comments, because I will get back to them as and when I can. Just speaking of this, the station sign here is GWR branded, as was Bridgewater's. Bridgewater's had a college one, but it did have a GWR brand on it. As you can easily see in the middle there, Great Western is located. You might see it, you might not, but there is a Great Western. If I go even closer, you probably will just be able to see the Great Western on it. Probably won't come out very well on the camera though. It is GWML branded though, and it's also got an advertisement for University Centre in Weston, so the college, Weston College. Anyway, in general though, the station is interesting. It's got a decent amount of facilities. It is quite a major station, which is why I chose to do a station feature here. But it is a very good station in terms of facilities. And Jack, who, although he did a neutral interview from a neutral perspective, it was a good interview, and he was very, very good at it. So I do hope that whenever we don't have an interviewee, he will hopefully be the man to do it when he is around. If not, I'm sure we'll get someone. But in general, that is Weston-super-Mare in a nutshell. So the next station feature will come from Taunton, which will be the only other facilitated station that's well facilitated on this whole line. Before then we hit Bristol, Temple, Meads. So I'd like to thank you for watching again, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye guys.